You city crews have been at work since midnight and before that, in fact, yesterday, treating the roads.
Tim McCorkell is streets maintenance manager for the City of Tulsa. We invited him to be on the show this morning to give us an update on the crews that are out there working. Good morning, Tim. Talk to us about how many crews you have out and kind of what they're seeing.
Okay, good morning. We're running about 55 trucks right now out on the roadways, and these crews have actually been in since about 6 p.m. yesterday evening. We changed shifts at midnight, and so this shift will run until needed. There's still a few slick spots out there, but for the most part, a lot of the roads have been treated. They're passable, but you really need to drive with caution. Like we stated before, there's still some spotty areas out there, so you never know when it's going to change from just wet to black ice, and really be cautious in the turn lanes. Some of those are still being addressed.
Tim, how do you treat the roads starting at 6 p.m. kind of before it hit, and what's the process like? Brine, salt, what do you do?
Yesterday evening we started with both. We put our brine trucks out and started hitting the elevated areas like our bridges, hills, and overpasses. And then as soon as the moisture started going down, we were applying straight salt. We've done that through the night, and we're continuing to do that until we get our temperatures above freezing.
Yeah, and that's part of the problem. You know, the temperatures have just been right around 32 or below 32 degrees. What, in terms of people, when they're seeing your crews out, what do you want motorists to know?
Well, for the best thing to do is just stay back away from them. They need to stay 150 to 200 feet behind the trucks. Don't pass them. Give them the room to work. I mean, passing a vehicle, anything could happen. A chunk of salt could come out, or, you know, if they'd hit a chunk of ice or something and come off the plows that are in the front, they could hit the front of that. So just give them the room to work, and it'd be a lot safer travel on their way to work.
I'm interested to know, too, is there a second pass going on, or do you just hit problem spots? I know the main arterials have been treated. Are you doing an entire second pass along all the arterials now?
Absolutely. We're running everything. We have the trucks doing full routes. And like I said, turn lanes especially, because some of those are the last to get hit, because we're doing the main routes and bridges, hills, and overpasses, and then we run through the turn lanes. So that's some of the areas that, you know, you want to have extreme caution when you're getting in that turn lane, just to make sure that they've been hit and don't be driving too fast. Just take your time. Be very cautious out there this morning.
All right, Tim, we appreciate your time. We'll be checking back with him later this morning.